Welcome everyone to the first book haul of the Reading Writing Corner. Welcome back to the Reading Writing Corner. Welcome to the Reading Writing Corner if this is your first time being here. I'm your host, Leanne, and this is my lovely little bookshelf. I'm sitting down on the ground right now because my webcam is not working the way I want it to anymore, so we didn't do it up high right now. My phone is sitting up against my dresser, and I thought this would be a good, nice little thing. This is the first ever book haul I've ever done for a video, so I hope y'all like it. Now, I know where all these books are. I'm going to add them up here, and it's going to add to my TBR list. Since I've been doing book reviews for this channel, my TBR list is every book I own at the moment, so I can refresh my memory and then review it for you guys on the channel and hope you like it. But if you want something different, just let me know. If you want a reading vlog, I can do those too. I've also got a little project up in the corner right there. That's my little Haru from Gundam Seed. If you know, you know. He's going to hold my TBR. And what I'm going to do is since I've got a lot of series and a lot of standalones, all the standalones are going to go in there, including all my Stephen King, which you can see up here. There's a lot of them. More are going to be added to the pile for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a TBR starting in May. And they're going to be its own separate video, May 1st. I'm going to pick out, I think, like maybe 5 books to read, 1 each week. So that way I have enough time to read and review it. Because I also have another channel that I have to make videos for and upload for. As well as getting this one going and writing, because I love writing. So that will be an adventure and a half, and I'm still working on that project. Let's get into this lovely little book haul. I went to a lovely bookstore. I say lovely, but really it was just called Angel's Boutique, and it just had a lot of stuff, including books. A lot more stuff than books, but I found a good few books, and we're going to go through those first. So they're the only ones in these types of little bags. So we're going to go through these first and explain some about them. So in this first book haul, we have the first Stephen King book to join our ranks. And I hate that they have these stickers on them. It's terrible that you're going to sticker out the books. Alright, it is Gerald's Game. That looks so backwards. I hope I can flip this video around so that's not backwards for you guys, because it's backwards for me. But yeah, Stephen King's Gerald's Game. I've actually don't know anything about it besides the fact that it's Stephen's Game. But here it is, a different kind of bedtime story. Gerald's Game. On a warm weekday in October, in the lovely summer home of Gerald and Jessie Burlingame, a game is about to begin. It's a game to be played between husband and wife, a game that has Jessie being innocently handcuffed to the bedpost, and in one horrible violent act, Gerald's in Jessie well. She's ill and still chained to the bed, but Jessie's about to have company that goes beyond all her worst nightmares. Wow. Okay, well, that's something. I look forward to reading it. It'll be put into my little TBR thing, and I will definitely read it, because I like Stephen King books. As you can tell, I've read some of them, but not all of them. But I like Stephen King. I watched a bunch of Stephen King movies. So, there is that. The next Stephen King book haul that I've got. No! Oh, that is just terrible. The sticker is poking up. This is why I don't like stickers. Because look at that. It's ruined it. This is Dolores Claiborne. And look at that. Because of the sticker up at the corner, it's ruined. This is what you get when you go to and get secondhand books from a store. It sucks. It's a thrifted, but it's still, you know, there. Okay. That's those two. Yay. So 2 for Stephen King. Alright. So we have, should probably just leave these stickers on here, but I don't want to. Because I hate stickers being on my books. You know what I mean? Alright, well, whatever. Okay. This is Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. I have actually low somewhere over here, actually, in this little corner, J.R. Ward for the Black Brotherhood, the Black Dagger Brotherhood spinoff. So this is the Black Dagger Brotherhood. That's Black Dagger Legacy. This is the Black Dagger Brotherhood. That's a spinoff. So I wanted to start collecting the non-spinoffs because I like them. So here's this one. The only pure-blood vampire left on the planet, Wrath, has a score to settle with the Slayers who murdered his parents centuries ago. But when one of his most trusted fighters is killed, orphaning a half-breed daughter unaware of her heritage or her fate, Wrath must usher the beautiful female into the world of the undead. Racked by a restlessness in her body that wasn't there before, Beth Randall is helpless against a dangerous, sexy man who comes to her at night with shadows in his eyes. His tales of brotherhood and blood frighten her, but his touch ignites a dawning hunger that threatens to consume them both. So I don't know where in the line for the Black Dagger this is. Could be the very first one, but this is a novel, so I'm not sure where it is. The next one I hauled, which I'm a little mad because the thing's on the inside. I mean, that's a nice, pretty inside little thing right there. Ready or Not, here he comes. Is Lisa Jackson's Ready to Die. I have actually two others of Lisa Jackson's right up in that corner over there, hidden by poor Leonebo. Her Expecting to Die and Deserve to Die. Over there, so this will go up there with that and the TBR. I probably will try to read, try to get the first book in the series, Left to Die, before I actually put this in the TBR, because I want to make sure I read them in order. Like, I'll make sure this is either the first one, or if it's not, I won't read it, because I don't want to read out of order in series, because you don't get the whole story, and that's the point of it. The next book I have is by Dean Koontz, Forever Odd. The Odd Thomas series my sister praised a lot, and there's also a movie out about it, and there was said to be more stuff going on, but I figured when I was getting into it, Dean Koontz seems to be very good at writing what he writes. You can see them, oh yeah, they're right there. So I have 3 of Dean Koontz's books right up here. I've got another one. But I know it's not the first one in the series. Just like I know that this one by Dean Koontz, Odd Hours, is not the first one in the series. So I'm going to have to find the first one and buy it. So that way I can get it, which is just Odd Thomas. And add it to my collection so I can start reading it. Put it on my TBR with these books and read it. Okay, in here is a bunch of books. These ones are a set. They go with the Laura K. They're by Laura K. Hamilton and her Anita Blake series. I have the first one, which is Guilty Pleasures, and I like the necromancer part about it, the undead, the vampires, the were creatures in it. I like that stuff. But what I don't like is the multiple lovers. So I'll probably read up until right before they introduced the third lover in the series, because unfortunately by the second book there's a second lover coming into it. Yeah, so I have here Laughing Corpse, which is the second book. Can't get it off. It's a nice picture, but I can't get it off. So this third book, Circus of the Damned. And really, Two Lovers is kind of pushing it for me. But I'm attached to the author and her books only because my my dearly departed mother used to read her books, and that's how I got into reading her books. So they hold a special place in my heart. But other than that, I'm not really attached to them besides those two reasons. The vampires and necromancy and the were creatures, along with my mother being attached, reading these. I think this one is the 5th one in the series, because I don't have the Lunatic Cafe, which I will buy, and that'll be the last one I buy for this series. This one's Bloody Bones by Laura K. Hamilton. Then we have the 6th one in the series. It's a little bent, but the thrifted stores don't really take care of their stuff because they just don't. The cover's a little bent, but this is The Killing Dance. Then there is, whatever. This one's Burnt Offerings by Laura K. Hamilton. And of course, the last one that I'll have for hers is Blue Moon. So, there's those. Oh, they're about to tip over. I don't want them to tip over. Going on with the book haul from Angel's Boutique is another one by Stephen King, Bag of Bones. 4 years of the sudden death of his wife, 40-year-old best-selling novelist Mike Noonan is still grieving, unable to write, plagued by vivid nightmares. Sets the Western Maine summer house he calls Sarah Laughs. Mike reluctantly returns to the lakeside getaway. So, there's a mystery in Sarah Laughs. So, there, Bag of Bones. I like the cover because if you can't see, it's a girl, ghost girl, in the water, rippling, with a man sitting on the side. So, there's that one. I really wish these books would come. I really wish I would not thrift books sometimes, but at the same time, I wish books would come in the same size as other books, and, you know, all be the same size, because I love books, but their size difference really gets to me, because I mean, like, you've got 2 small ones, 2 big ones, and tall ones, and it's just short, big, short, big, short, big, short, big, and I go by author's last name for doing books. So with Stephen King, it's not that bad. I can size them up any way I want to. Sorry, there's cat food on the floor because my cat's a messy eater, and so that's not that bad. But still, it's a little irritating. This is Stephen King, The Green Mile. I've seen the movie, and it's a heart-wrenching movie. It's really a really good movie. And I'm glad I found the book, because now I get to read the book and enjoy the book, along with knowing that the movie's good. It's an old movie. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a really good movie. How did they tie this? Don't know. Anyway, this is the last bunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left in this series. So, a little backstory about these ones, though. I have watched the movie for this one, for Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I did actually own the book before, but I gave it to my sister, who actually liked the Hunger Games. So, I bought a new one so I can reread it and then do the thing. And I'm probably going to unhaul it again because I don't really like the Hunger Games. A little controversy right there, but that's what it is. So, there's also Catching Fire. I had this one too, and gotta buy the Mockingjay. I'm hoping to thrift that one as well, so that way I don't have to pay full price again for it. I might thrift it off from Amazon, if that's the case, if I can't find it in an actual bookstore. But I'm gonna reread these and then re-unhaul them. I give them to one of my nieces or nephews who likes reading books, so that way they can enjoy them. if they like the Hunger Games. Don't know. Alright, this next book is really bad. I wish people wouldn't treat books bad, because it makes me sad to see this. Like, it's terrible. This is the Fallen by Thomas E. Sniegoski. I had this book and another book, the second book in the series, because I found them at Sam's Club, of all places. And I bought them full priced at Sam's Club, and then somebody borrowed them, and then I guess I thought they gave them back, but they never did, or maybe they just, maybe I thought, I don't know, they disappeared. Somebody borrowed them, and then I just never got them back, I guess. So, I thrifted these, and if I really like these, The Fallen and, this is The Fallen and Leviathan, so it's 2 books in one. If I really like these, I'll get the rest of them, because there's more than just this to the series, and I'll finish it off, and I won't unhaul them if I like them, because I'll treat them well. Most people don't like having books that are misshapen or old or abused like this one is. I mean, it even says someone's name on it. They carved their name on it. On that side, Macmillan. I don't even know who Macmillan is. So, yeah. I'm going to keep it if I like it. Because I think I will. I mean, it's about angels, I think? The ultimate quest for redemption. On his 18th birthday, Aaron begins to hear strange voices and is convinced he's going insane. But having moved from foster home to foster home, Aaron doesn't know whom he can trust. He wants to confide in the cute girl from class, but fears she'll confirm he's crazy. Then a mysterious man begins following Aaron. He knows about Aaron's troubled past and his new powers, and he's a mission for Aaron. As the son of a mortal and angel, Aaron has been chosen to redeem the fallen. Aaron tries to dismiss the news and resist his supernatural abilities, but he must accept his newfound heritage and quickly, for the dark powers are gaining strength and are hell-bent on destroying him. So, there's that. I got the second book, too, which is Airy and Reckoning in it. So, there's that. Yay. Whoa, it was a movie? Huh. I didn't even know it became a movie. But you look at that. The things I see on it. So I have the first 4, and if I like it, I'll get the rest of them. Now, I've heard a lot of stuff about this one, and I figured I'd give it a read to see if I like it. But it is a Divergent by Veronica Roth. It's also a movie, as you can tell. I mean, this is 2024, and this was made in 2014. I was, grieving my mother still, and trying to work out where I would live in 2014, a couple years after graduating from college. So, there's that. If I like it, I will buy the second book, because I also thrifted the third book in the series, Allegiant. So I don't have the second one, which is Insurgent, but if I like the first one, I'll buy the second one so I can read the third one. And if I don't, I'll just unhaul them both. I'll probably give them to somebody who wants them, or I'll use Pango Books to sell. This one's hard copy. I didn't really want to get hard copy because I don't really like hard copy. Even though I have plenty of hard copies up on my bookshelf, I'd rather have paperback because they're easier to fit on bookshelves, and you can fit more books, which is always a good thing. Saving space. That's my goal in life, to save space on my bookshelf, because I want to have a library, and I can't do that if I don't have space. Now, I'm going to probably wash this cover jacket as gently as I can when I get a chance to before it goes on my bookshelf, because it's absolutely nasty and I don't know why that's like that. But I've gotten Spellslinger by Sebastian D. Castell, and I actually think this is a gorgeous cover art. I mean, look at that. It is really gorgeous. And for it to be so trashed and ruined up here and having stickers and stuff on it, it's just terrible. And then also on the back, you know, that's there. And it looks pretty cool. I gotta say, I like the inside of this, even though it is hard copy. I like that inside. And that, if I actually just took the cover off and just let the cover alone, I'd come up with that. And that just, you know, makes it look like it's upside down, because it should be like this, but it's like this. So, yeah, we're gonna just leave it the way it is with the cover on, but we're gonna fix that cover, make it a little better. This one actually is the first one in a series that I've heard nothing but good news, good things about. Kellen is moments away from facing his first mage's duel and the start of 4 trials that will make him a spellcaster. There's just one problem. His magic is gone. So, as his 16th birthday approaches, Kellen falls back on his cunning in a bid to avoid total disgrace. But when a daring stranger arrives in town, she challenges Kellen to take a different path. Ferris Parfax is one of the mysterious Argosy, a traveler who lives by her wits and the 3 decks of cards she carries. She's difficult and unpredictable, but she may be Kellen's only hope. The first in a rich and compelling fantasy series bursting with tricks, traps, and a devious talking squirrel cat. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a good read. I hope it is. Otherwise, because I'm on the haul, anything I don't like. So that's from there. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 books that I hauled from Angel's Boutique, a thrifted store. Next, we'll go to this open box here. As you can see, it's already open, but I had to get the DVD that was in here out, because the DVD didn't need to be in there. So it's open because of the DVD. But, there's that. Okay? So, this is from Crunchyroll, which if people know, people know. If you don't, you don't. Well, if you don't, I'll tell you. I guess Crunchyroll is for anime and manga. I used to get stuff from Right Stuff, but they merged with Crunchyroll, so now I gotta get my manga and my manga fix and stuff like that from Crunchyroll. So, you can't see it right now. My mangas aren't in view, except for like the very side over there. That's some of the manga, but not all of the manga I own. Especially my favorite manga of all time, which is the wrong name for it. They call it Case Closed in America, but it's not. It's Meitante Conan in Japanese, and it's Detective Conan in English to me by Gosho Aoyama. Gosho Aoyama. So this is volume 88 and volume 89. I did pre-order 90 and 91, so they're gonna come, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into reading these. I'm going to read them all from the very beginning. The only issue I have with this is I wish they would change the names of the characters in it, because it's just a little irritating that at first they changed the names from Japanese to English names, which the English names suck, to Englishize it or make it easier for people to connect, but they're still keeping those English names, even though now most people don't even care, or they actually hate the English names, and they'd rather be in the Japanese. Because, I mean, who wants to go with such a cool name like Shinichi Kudo? That's a good name. That is a good name. It means one truth, and I forgot what Kudo means. But the English version is Jimmy Kudo. That's just, Jimmy does not sound as good as Shinichi. Rachel does not sound as good as Ran, which means orchard. Come on. Very good. So these will go on my manga shelf for case closed. Yay. And, this has been going on and it's gotten some very good stuff. It's a manhwa because it's from Korea. An online manga, which I was reading on Tapas, was really good. It's the story is by Chugon, and it was adapted by H. Goon and Dubai Redo Studio, and Yen Press is the one that is or not Yen Press, Ease Press. Ease Press is the one that's doing the serialization for these, and it is Solo Leveling, and this is volume 8, as you can see, because I have the first 7. And let me tell you, I've already read the volumes, so I'm going to reread them for you guys, because, like, very good. Very good. You have not, you need to read this. It's a very good manhwa, and it is highly recommendable, as in a lot of stuff. Like, there's an anime now, they're getting a game going for it now, and I'm just like, this is so good. So good. And then another one. This one's actually being made by Yen Press. That's a manhwa on Tapas, and it's by Turtle Me, and the art is by Fuyuki23. It is at the beginning after the end. Now, Solo Leveling is about a guy who's the lowest of the lowest rankings. He's an E rank, and he's barely an E rank at that. And he fights monsters in a different dimension through gates into different worlds to protect the human world and his sister and his mom, because his dad's gone. And he goes into a routine sea gate, which is higher than what he's normally allowed to go into, but he's got a bunch of people in with him. Or was it a D rank? Anyways, he went into this gate that was higher than what it was, and they ran into a double dungeon. And the double dungeon practically slaughtered everybody, and it would have killed him, but a window popped up asking him, telling him he was going to be a player. If he accepted, he would live. If he didn't, he would die. He accepted. So he lived. Now he's the only one that actually ranks up, levels up. Everybody else stays stagnant once they've awakened. That's what their level is. For him, he gets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's called Solo Leveling. But it's really good. And I mean, really good. You should read it. Now, the beginning after the end is about this little boy. His name is Arthur. I forget how to pronounce his last name. They call him Art for short. But Arthur is reincarnated from another world. His name was King Gray. And he was reincarnated into this world here with powers and understanding. And he remembered everything from the day he was born till he died and woke up as a baby. And he just learns and learns and learns. And he's powerful and he grows. This is volume 3. I have the other 2. I've read quite a few of the volumes, but running out of money, so I couldn't afford to continue reading it on Tapas. But I will support them so they can continue making more of this, because this is good, and I like it. And I wish I would get just as much acknowledgement as Solo Leveling, because both Solo Leveling and The Beginning After End were actually web novels on Tapas first, before they became manhwa. So I actually have somewhere up there the novels for Solo Leveling, and I wish I could get the novels for The Beginning After the End, because that would make it easier for me to read them. So that's my book haul from what was it? Crunchyroll. Okay, so my next haul is from what's it called? Amazon. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Amazon. The next haul is from Amazon. I'm showing you the back so you can't see the front and get my address or anything like that. The first book came with another thing, and I had to open it up because it's my lovely shelves over there. So it came, but it actually came a little damaged. I think somebody opened it up to try to see if they could get what was inside of it. Honestly, it was supposed to be delivered one day. It didn't come. They said they would be delivered the next day. And it looked like somebody had opened it up, looked inside to see what it was, saw it was a bookshelves and a book, and wrapped it back up and delivered it the next day. So I'm a little disappointed that the cover sleeve is ruined because, I mean, like, that's just a plain old black book. And, yeah, it's a little disappointing. But, a lot of people like The Nightmare Before Christmas, including me, and think it's a wonderful book. So this person, Shay Earnshaw, wrote Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, which is about Sally and being, being with Jack. She's now Jack's girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call it. So she's now officially, the Pumpkin Queen with the Pumpkin King. I look forward to reading it. It's supposed to be good because it's supposed to be about her struggles, about her queenly duties, and, thinking maybe she traded being Frankenstein's puppet in that prison to being a queen prison. Like, I think it might be interesting. Hope it is. If not, well, that's going to be sad. So, this came UPS from Amazon. Yay, Amazon. Okay. It's a book. The book I've been meaning to get for a while. Because I watch his YouTube videos and I really like it. And I think it's pretty cool. That he wrote his own book. And I just really wanted to support him. Because supporting other indie people is a very good thing to do. You should support authors, period. In my own, I think you should support indie authors. My own opinion. So this is Breach of Peace by Daniel B. Green, who is with the Fantasy News and on YouTube. I'm sorry what his handle is. Anyways, he's with the Goblin Horde. I'm a Goblin Horde, sort of. I found him recently. And I heard that he had books out. So I bought Breach of Peace. And then in this one, which is open, I had to check to make sure it was the book I wanted, is Rebel's Creed by Daniel B. Green. The second book in it. Because, I'm a sucker for series. So, series of books. I got both series of books. And I did pre-order his Neon Ghost. Because, like I said, support indie authors. And if I ever get into his Discord, I will probably support other indie authors by buying some of their books, too. Just because supporting indie authors and reading them, hopefully they click with me and I like them, will work. And I like that that the publisher is him. I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I like that it's an indie published book. Pretty neat, in my opinion. So, that's all the ones from Amazon. Now, I found me a nice little place in town that I didn't know about before. I can't tell you the name of the bookstore, unfortunately, because it might give away my location somewhat, so I'm not going to tell you that. But it's a nice little place near a university, so there's a lot of colleges, so it made me feel old going in there. If you can believe it. Yeah, old. And all of these that I bought are recommendations from booktubers. So I hope you didn't leave me wrong, booktubers, because these are all recommendations for you except for one, I would assume. And the first one is Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, which is now a Netflix original series. I've heard some good things about it, and I wanted to check it out because, like I said, it's a series. So, the Grisha, soldiers of the Second Army, masters of the small science. Corporalki, the Order of the Living Dead, Heartrenders, healers. Etheralki, the Order of Summons, Squallers, Inferni, Tide Makers. Materialki, the Order of Fabricators, Durux and Alchemy. Huh, that's interesting. Oh! And it's got some nice, good map in it. I like that. It's got a map. So you know where things are. That actually seems pretty interesting. I can't wait to dive into it. It'll be put on my TBR, and hopefully, maybe, I will have to read it. We'll go from the biggest one. That one was on top because it was small. So, the next one that I've heard good things about is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir, I think. Hope I said your name right. Under the Martial Empire, defiance is met with death. Leah and her family do not challenge the Empire. They've seen what happens to those who do. But when Leah's brother is arrested for treason, she's forced to make a decision. In exchange for help from rebels who promise to rescue her brother, she will risk her life to spy for them from within the Empire's greatest military academy. So, I've seen sides, seen in that, and then of course I've seen what those look like, and I can't wait to, hopefully I like this so I can buy the other ones because they look pretty cool. I like the designs. The next one is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. My sister tutored this one as a really good. She really liked this one. And I like the actual cover. It's nice. A Blood and Ash novel series, of course. Captivating and action-packed, From Blood and Ash is a sexy, addictive, and unexpected fantasy perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Laura Thalassas. I actually haven't read either of them. Don't even know who Laura Thalassas is, who her books. I know Sarah J. Maas. She's all over BookTube. So it says, Made in the Duty, A Kingdom. I can't wait to read it. It's on my list. Hopefully. In the future. Maybe sooner than you know. And of course, like I said, everybody knows Sarah J. Maas. I have A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. The first time I knew when I went to that bookstore that I didn't know what to pick. So I picked this one out of all the Sarah J. Maas's. I'm hoping that I will like it. So, I forgot what they called it. I'm not sure exactly what they called it. Oh no, I've already ripped the book. I'm terrible. So, I want to sit there and get the Crescent City series, if it's good. Get the first one in that one. And get the first one in the Throne of Glass series, Assassin's Blade. And read those as well to see if I like those. Because if I like them, I want them. You know? I'm a sucker. But, there. I will read this book one day in the far-flung future. Hopefully sooner. The next one is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I've heard some good things about it. I've heard some bad things about it. I've also heard bad things about this one too. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on. We'll see if I like it or not. But a lot of the times people say the first books are good and the second books are what brings them down. So we'll see if I become a fan, if I like them or not. Anyways, death waits for no one except her. Now that made me really interested because I love stuff to do with the Grim Reaper. My phone unlock is Grim Reaper. I like reading about necromancy, and I'm trying to write a book about Grim Reapers too. So I'll just have a thing with that. You know, if I could, and my Sims would be all in love with Grim Reapers. That's just what I like. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's a sick cover, by the way. And it's raised up bumps. I hope that doesn't get in the way of me putting it on my bookshelf, which I'll have to rearrange to put all these books on. That's gonna be fun. The next one is A Carabel by Stephanie Garber. Stephanie Garber. It is, I don't know if it's a prequel or not to the other series, Once Upon a Broken Heart, or if this is after that. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I will enjoy it, mostly, hopefully. Remember, it's only a game, and so I'm going to see about this one, and if I like it, I'll go look at her Once Upon a Broken Heart, and hopefully I'll like that too. Of course, I'll read the next one, and it's a legendary, because I like to read series, like to read them all. Just what it is. I like series. I don't know if you've noticed, but most of these things are series. Series. And if Young Ghost is not a series, then no be green, I want you to know. You need to be a series, okay? This one's not a series, but like I said, I like vampires and werewolves. This is what I like. Laura K. Hamilton, somewhat. By Allie Hazelwood. It's called Bride. I don't like that cover. It's pretty sick. So it's about a vampire woman having to be married to a werewolf for convenience to keep vampires and werewolves from nuking each other, I guess you could say. War. Now, for the one book I have been waiting for a while now, it is A Date with a Book. This is an unknown book. I don't know what book this is. I can't even tell what kind of book it is. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it says in the little thing on the front here, Godhood is attainable. Pride isn't attained. A bizarre sci-fi fantasy filled with alchemy, twins, shadowy organizations, and impossible cities. If you like mind-blowing, intricate, and entertaining stories, then you're going to want to pick up this book. So, we're gonna see what it is. I want this date with a book. Hopefully. This is gonna be a good book. If it's not, then I don't know what to tell you, but, well, I can get this freaking shit off. There we go. Okay. Start with a book. And, what is it? It's a hand. It's a weird looking hand. Middle Game by Sienna McGuire. Never heard of that. But isn't that a weird looking cover? Meet Roger, skilled with words. Languages come easily to him. He instinctively understands how the world works through the power of story. Meet Dodger, his twin. Numbers are her world, her obsession, her everything. All she understands, she does so through the power of math. Roger and Dodger aren't exactly human, though they don't realize it. They aren't exactly gods either. Not entirely. Not yet. Meet Reed, skilled in the alchemic arts, like his progenitor before him. Reed created Dodger and her brother. He's not their father, not quite, but he has a plan to raise the twins to the highest power, to send with them and claim their authority as his own. Godhood is attainable. Pray it isn't attained. And it is one of Paisley's 30 Best Fantasy Novels of the Decade. Paisley's tour. So, that sounded really interesting. Oh, he has a lot of books. Interesting. Well, there you go. That is my lovely book haul. There are, I don't know, be right back as I count. 36. That's a 36 book haul. That is huge. They will go all up here. I will do a book tour soon. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see you next illusion. Oh, I need to do some writing. Writing!